friends, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel for a very chill, cozy story time video. I don't do these very often, but I very much look forward to when I do. Today's one of those days where it's kind of dreary outside. Just made a caramel latte, lit candles, wearing leggings. I just want to be cozy and hang out, and I have some pretty interesting stories up my sleeve that I've never shared before. If you don't know this about me, back in 2016 or 2017 maybe, I was a personal assistant for a celebrity couple. And while I have so many stories relating to them around this experience, including the story of how I lost that job, which was by far the most traumatic day of my life. It was very, very, very bad. I unfortunately cannot share any of that because I have signed an NDA. So I've thought long and hard because I really wish I could share a lot of those stories with you guys, but I can't reveal anything about them. I can't reveal who they are or any details about them. But being celebrities, they have a lot of celebrity friends. And in fact, the girl of this couple, her job had to do with, how do I phrase this? She had her own company that would deal with additional celebrities. So since I was their assistant, I would help out with her company as well, meaning I would deal with a lot of celebrities. So I have like 4-ish kind of lighthearted, interesting stories about celebrities that you might know, and that is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I'm pretty sure that there is nothing wrong with this, I hope, because these are all just like fun, interesting stories about some very, 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 very famous celebrities, and I will not be painting anyone in a bad light today. It's just kind of a few funny circumstances. So those are all my disclaimers. I wish I could share more with you, but I want to protect myself as well as the couple that I worked for and not break any contracts that I had signed previously. But let's get into a couple really interesting celebrity personal assistant stories of what I feel like I can legally share with you. I want to start with this one story because every time this song comes on the radio, I think back to this story and I laugh at myself so much. I will say I got hired for this job because I don't know who anybody is. I don't know who any celebrities are. When they were interviewing me for this job, was like, okay, and this is who it is. And I was like, uh-huh. And they were like, do you know who this is? And I was like, no. Which is how I got the job. I just don't know. I don't know celebrities. I don't really care. I'm just not that into pop culture, anything like that. It's not a world that I don't get starstruck. So because of that, I have a lot of cringy stories. Like even back to when I worked in restaurants, I would put very big celebrities on hour-long waiting lists and then get in trouble for it because I didn't know who they were. This is one of those stories. So I spent a couple weeks up at Coachella with the clients in their house. They were doing some work things. They were also going to the festival, yada yada. There would be a lot of people coming in and out of the house all the time, and I was sitting in the den. Me and like 2 other girls were there hanging out, sitting in the den. And this guy comes in with his guitar, and I was like, okay, weird, but okay. Someone was like, hey, play something. He was like, okay, whatever. He started playing this song. In my mind, I was going, this guy. I was like, this guy thinks he's at Coachella and he's surrounded by important people in this house, and now's his opportunity to whip out his guitar and sing and try to hopefully be in the right room at the right moment, maybe get someone's attention, build his own career, whatever. And he was singing the song, and I was like, the song is pretty catchy, pretty good. And he ends and everyone was like, wow, that's awesome. And I said, that was a good song. He was like, thanks. I said, who wrote that song? He said, I did. And I was like, oh, interesting. It was good. It was good. Good job. Good job. And the song went something like, I like that you're broken, broken like me. Broken or lonely? Yeah, broken. You know that song? I get in my car because I had to go run an errand for the clients. And I get in the car, I turn on XM radio station, and the radio host goes, now #1 on the Billboard for the 5th week in a row, Broken by Lovely the Band. And the song comes on. It's literally, I like that you're broken, broken like me. And I was like, whoa, what? I Google Lovely the Band, look up the lead singer, and it was that guy. And I was like, I was totally like, okay, this guy, oh, that's a good song. Oh, who wrote that song? Oh, you did? Oh, wow, good job. Yeah. It was literally #1 Billboard charts. So that one's one of my favorite stories. Another one, at this exact same Coachella event, one of the celebrities that we were helping with her accommodations and her tickets, and she was basically being a part of an event that we were hosting, all this kind of stuff, was Millie Bobby Brown. At the time she was young. There was 2 personal assistants. The other assistant and I had to go pick up Millie and her crew, take them to Coachella and assist them in getting their tickets the night before, and then show them where their house is and give them the instructions for, you know, here's the keys, yada yada yada. And you need to present your ID in order to pick up your tickets at Coachella, which is why she had to be there. So we get there, we're waiting in line. Millie comes out of her car, and I get it. I mean, she is one of the largest celebrities and she's so young. And at first I think that she was kind of like, okay, who are these guys? You know, we're trying to talk to her, be nice, be welcoming. But then we tell her that we're like, so we have this whole room of clothing for you. Tomorrow, come out, pick whatever you want to wear. We have hair and makeup there to do your hair and makeup. We have a whole glam room. You can pick out all your accessories. Everything's free. Like, we want this to be a great experience for you. She kind of warms up, which was nice. We get her tickets. She gets in her car and she starts driving away with her chaperones and all that type of thing. And the car just comes to a halt, an absolute stop. And the sunroof opens and she sticks out her head and she goes, "Excuse me." And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Are you 2 sisters?" Pointing to me and the other assistant. We were like, "No, we just work together." She was like, "Oh, really thought you were sisters." And then drives off. And I was like, okay, that's gonna be the story of that I remember forever about Millie Bobby Brown. You 2 sisters? Huh. Like, she made her driver stop the car for that, which I think is pretty funny. We also had a dress that I think she got altered or she got dry cleaned or something, I don't know, that I had to go drop back off at her house. And her parents opened the door, so I got to meet all of her parents and all her siblings, and they were the nicest, most down-to-earth people. It was really cool to get to see that side of them. That was really awesome. There's a girl, what is her name? I think I still have her contact in my phone. She's a pretty famous, like, Instagram model, Summer Rae. She was one of the girls that we were also assisting in this whole same process. And I forget what went wrong. I think, I can't remember what went wrong. It was something like, so we were facilitating different celebrities staying in these crazy awesome mansions in Palm Springs for Coachella. And it was something like the person that stayed in the house before her left something in the house. I forget exactly what happened, but it was my job and my mission to go and fix that scenario. And I got a text being like, okay, Summer's not at the house right now. She's at the festival or whatever, so you can go in, just sneak into this one room and fix it, and she'll never know what happens. So I go there and I'm like, okay, great. I type in the key to get into the house and everything, think the house is empty, and then I hear voices. And I was like, oh no, they're not gone. And her boyfriend or whoever come out of the bedroom and they're like, oh, hi. And I was like, hi, so sorry. Didn't think you would be here right now. I just have to go do this one thing in this other room to get it set up. Hope that's okay, kind of thing. And it was so embarrassing because she wasn't supposed to be there, and I just like walked into her house. So that was quite embarrassing. She was so sweet. Was totally like, thank you for all the help. This means so much. This was a great experience. So see, all the stories I'm sharing with you today only paint people in a good light. And then the last thing that I thought, this is just really cool. This isn't someone that I got to meet or anything, but there was a couple houses that I got to set up before people got there. One was, I only know her Instagram name because we had it custom made on a jacket for her, Emrata. I think her name's Emily. I think that she's very famous. Hold up. Let me look. Emily Ratajkowski. She has 27.1 million Instagram followers. I set up her house before she got there, and it was really cool. So a lot of the celebrities got to come to our setup. We had that glam room that I explained, to where they got to come pick out all their stuff and get dressed for free, get their hair and makeup done before Coachella. But people of her caliber, of course, a ton of brands were dying to have her wearing their clothes and all this type of stuff. So it was my job to go and stock her closet, go and stock her fridge, go and like lay out all these accessories in the bedroom before she even got there. And it was just so cool to be like, here's like 15 different handbags that I'm gonna lay across her closet for her to choose from. And I would be like Googling the prices of each one, and it would be like a $10,000 bag or like a $15,000 denim jacket and like all these crazy things. And I was like, this is my first glimpse into the life of like a celebrity of that caliber, and how absolutely insane it is that little old me, you know, would be the person to go in and just like stock this house for her. And I'm sure she probably doesn't have the need to take all of that stuff. She probably would just take the couple of things she would want to actually wear and leave the rest there. I don't even know. I didn't clean up the house afterward, but it's just crazy. And another weekend that I wasn't there, I think the Jonas Brothers were staying in that exact same house that we had facilitated, which is crazy. It's just crazy. It's such a weird and interesting world. But I always think back to, what's Lovely the band's name? What's his name? Mitchie! That's right! They called him Mitchie! That, I hope I wasn't condescending, but in my mind, I really was like thinking, this guy's gotta stop trying so hard to get his big break in this film. Oh, cringy. So cringy. I hope you enjoyed these little lighthearted insider small story time scoop into a couple scenarios that I was in as being a celebrity personal assistant. Really wish I could share some more stories with you, but after thinking through everything, I feel like this is all I can really share with being respectful to the previous clients and protecting myself with the NDA. I just want to be cautious with all that because I know legal things can be real. So, hope you enjoyed. The moral of the story is a lot of celebrities are way nicer than I would ever expect them to be. Just real people, which is really cool, and they have awesome lives. Stressful lives, but awesome lives. It's cool. It's cool to have a glimpse into that world. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this cozy little story time, chill, chatty day. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.
So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more talking to you. Here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here? I wanna go all in.